Yo, what's up you guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about how to read the COT data, what it is, what it means, where you can find it, and the importance of a trading plan and where to find the best trading plan also. Now, before we get started, let's go over to some of the questions that we received since yesterday. Now, if you are new here, please head over to the playlist and go through the educational content. In there, you'll find how to do fundamental analysis, how to read the market based off a technical perspective. There you'll find all the educational content that you need to understand everything that I will be speaking about. Now let's go over to some of the questions. Sipiwe video saying thanks for the update, Mr. J, and as always on point. Katleo Motaung is saying, I never see you without the cap. What are you hiding inside the cap all the time you are wearing a cap? It is winter now, and thanks for the update. Well, I have not had a haircut for about 2 to 3 months now because it is winter and I don't live in the fanciest apartment that you will find, so it's very cold in here. So hopefully one day the Dow Jones will melt and I will make enough money to live like the people on Instagram. Superior Sabango saying, I'm also expecting gold to sell this week. Good. Yukti Balali saying, thank you as always. Amazing breakdown. Thank you. Mr. Baba is saying, is it advisable to check the dollar before trading anything with the index? Yes, the dollar is considered the most strongest currency in the world, right? So you always want to read the price action, where the dollar is. Is it at support? Is it at resistance? Where is it currently trading? So that you can understand what you kind of want to look at when trading a GU or EU for that matter. Also, can you please do gold? I have done gold, my friend. It's in the breakdown. Eddie Jr. and Conde saying, by far one of the best in determining framework for buyers. Excuse me. Thank you. And that is it, my good friends. Remember, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I will answer them in the next video. Now, a lot of people have asked me, what is the COT report? Firstly, what is the COT report? The COT report is the commitment of traders. This is what the biggest banks, hedge funds, and institutions are doing in the market. Okay? Where do we get this report? Lucky for you, there's a group on Telegram that does these reports for you. So that you don't have to do it. I will leave a link in the comment, pin it so that you can go out and check their channel. You'll get all the reports in there. They are basically updating it every Friday for your convenience so that you don't have to do it. And also, they've simplified the information to make it easy for you to read. Once I show you how to read it, you'll understand it also. Now, one thing you'll notice when you open up this report, you'll see there will be a date, long and short. Not so what's going on. You'll see there it says date, long and short, right? Now, the date is the one thing that you do want to obviously focus on. And the one thing you do want to look at is obviously the last day, right? So the last day you can see here is on the 25th of July, okay? Now, this report is released every Friday. Every Friday, this report is made available to the public. However, these positions are placed by these institutions on a Tuesday. So the new positions is being placed in the market tomorrow by them, but we will only be able to see those positions on a Friday, because if we were able to see those positions before they were released, then that means we would have all been able to know which way the market is going to go. But we use this as a guide, as a confluence when we make a trading decision. So how do you read this data? It's very simple. The first column that you want to always look at is the latest date. And what you also want to look at is change in long and change in short. But we're going to go through all of these tabs first. Long means buy. So if you look at this here at the bottom, it means that they have added 35,445 buying positions. Next, we've got the word short. Short means sell. This means they've added 34,029 sell positions. Now, next thing you have is change in long. Change in long basically refers to the difference between the previous week's report and this week's report. So, sorry about that. So this that you see here is basically a change in long and a change in short. Now the change in long, as you can see here, is 5,736. This 5,736 is the difference between what the buys were the previous week compared to the current week. So if you took 35,445 minus 29,709, you'll get the difference of 5,739. The same goes for short. It's basically the difference between the previous week and the current week's data. These are the net positions. This is the percentage of long and the percentage in short, which is basically the overall long and overall short positions. This is the total net positions, whether it's negative or positive. Now, do not get confused. The only thing you want to look at is the change in long and the change in short and the dates. Now, if you see that the longs are, in this case, the change in longs are positive 5,736. That means they are buying the Dow Jones. If you see the change in short is negative, that means they are closing their selling positions. So here you can see they are adding buys. Here you can see they are closing their selling positions. Wherever you see a negative sign in front of it, that means they are closing their positions. So this week we can see that, or the close of last week, we could see that they were adding 5,736 buys and they were closing selling positions here also. This means that for last week, the Dow Jones were trending higher. It was going up, up, up. Now, if you see that in some cases, you'll see that both are negative. This is where they are closing their buys and they are closing their sells. What you want to come over is the overall net positions for that particular week. Now, the only thing you want to see is the overall net positions higher or lower than the previous week? If it is lower, it means that you should be looking for a selling outlook bias. If it is higher, then that means you need to look for a buying outlook bias. You will only come and look at this data if you get a negative and a negative, or you get a positive and a positive. Okay? Other than that, in this case, where you get a positive buy and a negative sell, that means they're looking to buy the Dow Jones. If this was negative and they were closing buys, and this was positive and they were adding sells, then that means they are looking to sell the market. Right, there you go. Now, if you go over to their website, not their website, but over to their Telegram, you'll basically see that they have reports for everything over there. Dow Jones, we have the Nasdaq, we've got S&P 500, they've got VIX futures, they've got corn, coffee, cocoa, everything that you need, you will find in this data over here also. But what they also have is a trading journal, which is probably one of the most powerful things that I've ever seen in the type of format that they do. The first thing that you are obviously wondering is, what is a trading journal? Well, a trading journal is basically you keeping tabs, or you keeping track of everything that you do when it comes to trading. You're tracking your P&L. You know what trades you've placed for a specific week. You know what your percentages were for that week. You know how much you've lost. You know where your losses went to. You know all of these things basically coming through for you. Now, this is basically an overview of the trading journal and how it works, and I want to take you guys through it so that you can understand what you get for it also. Plus, since they are running it at 50% off for anybody who wants to grab a copy, they've given me a demo copy to use, and I must say I'm really impressed by this also. But I want to go through it simplified so I can explain to you guys what this means for you as a trader also. Now, basically what this thing covers here also is that it basically tells you everything that you need to know, right? It gives you a complete overview in terms of what is covered, what trades you've taken, during which session you've taken those trades, and it will also tell you everything that you need to know. Now let's go over what are the most important things here. Firstly, it's got a dashboard. Now this dashboard basically provides you with information about your trading performances, and I wanted to actually share my screen with you guys, with the other one that I have had open, but I'm going to go through this with you guys, step by step. Firstly, you've got the trading dashboard over here, as you can see it here. This is the dashboard. This dashboard, basically, you can see over here, it's got a trading calendar. It's giving you your total balance. It tells you what your win rate is, what your total risk to reward is, your risk to reward ratio, your average to win trade, average to lose trade. That gives you your overall daily performance. It says here the trading journal top dashboard gives you a clear overview of your trading performance. You'll find several tabs with important information, including a calendar, balance, total trades, and main results. These tabs provide details on your trading activity, account balance, number of trades, win ratio, everything that you need to do. So if you want to go and do a back testing maybe on the Friday, or you want to go and see, what have I done wrong this week, you can just go to your dashboard and we'll give you a clear indication of everything that is in there as well. It also gives you your hourly trading performance, equity curve, account drawdowns, and a lot more. Yeah, you can see it tells you what your performance is per hour. Now you sound like Elon Musk. Gives you account balance, equity curve, account drawdown. It basically gives you a holistic overview on what to expect when it comes to your account, so that you can understand exactly where it is that you need to go and dig. Remember, you will never get any of this information anywhere out there. Also, now the next thing that it does beautifully, it gives you an overall monthly performance. Here it says that this allows you to identify any patterns in your performance, so you can maybe see, okay, Fridays I tend to be losing money, so I'm not going to trade every Friday. Let me rather focus on Tuesday, because Tuesday seems to be my best week. Then you can see it basically tells you which month was your best months, which months were your worst months, and that will kind of give you an indication also. And just before I continue, I wanted to inform you guys about the new channel that I have created, like I said, where I will be posting all of these social scamming videos. It's not to expose Forex scammers, it's basically social media scammers, like the ones you get on Facebook Marketplace that sells you a driver's license. If you are into these types of videos, please head over to the channel, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I will be posting content in there, some fire content in there for you guys to go over also. Right, so let's continue with this. Right, next thing you get is a trading journal. Now in this trading journal sheet, you will easily track and analyze your trades, giving you a clear picture of your performance and helping you identify what works and what does not work. Now this is the best thing about this trading journal, right? It gives you basically everything that you require in order to understand what it is that you need to do, right, and what you need to focus on, where you need to put your efforts into, and then come to my channel and see basically what works for you and what does not work for you there also. It says here complex dynamic dashboard at the top of the trading journal, and also my trading journal's top dynamic dashboard display key performance metrics, total trades, trading days, today's date. And the best thing about this is all of this is done automatically for you, so you don't have to go through it the way I'm currently doing it with my Excel spreadsheet. I know, hopefully I can get like a copy for free, I don't know, but I've got a demo that I've been using, and so far I must say there's a lot of information, especially for new traders, to take away from this as well. Now here is some of the features that it does include. Filters, by hours, markets, that gives you your total trading days, total trades, average trades per day. It gives any trader everything that they need in order to become a better trader also. Now you can see that here is a lot of information that you can get over here. Automatic risk calculator of initial balance, so it tells you exactly what your risk needs to be per trade. No man, guys, this is insane basically. And the best thing is they are giving you a 50% off. If you are interested, you can head over to their website. I'll put a link in the description below. Head over there and you can get it for only 99 bucks, and that's only a one-time payment. No subscription is required. Other than that, this is probably one of the best investments that you will ever find, because this is like those expensive software that you normally would have to pay a lot of money for, and this gives you a good holistic overview of what you need to do, where you need to focus, and it will help any person out there. Now guys, that is it from my side. I just want to say thank you for your time. Please head over, go show some support to this lovely gentleman. I will be using this report myself. I'll give you guys another update on it as well. I want to say thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for years.